Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. In the top left of Amphion, we have Liquid Cure. And in the bottom left of the same map, Amphion, we do have Rogue. The actual Rogue, who did make his comeback. Professional comeback. I think he yet has to earn some actual prize money, but I could check that later. He's definitely trying to you know, be strong and good again. So let's see how he can fare against Cure, who is basically on top of his game for the past couple, maybe 3 years, kind of a little bit peaking downwards, or dipping downwards I should say, sometimes, but most of the time he has been rather solid. And his peak performance is definitely the one that can win any championship at any time. He just needs to kind of call upon that one in the perfect moment. Unfortunately, his normal standard stuff or average level does dip down a little bit lower than other peak performers, or like very constant top performers like a Maru, a Sarel, like people like those. But yeah, Liquid Cure is definitely, if you name the world best 3 Terrans, he's gonna be there. Like, it's gonna be Maru, it's gonna be Clem, and then you say, oh wait, who's next? I guess you can't really overlook Cure there, right? And Rogue, well, he's just been coming back from the military, and he's been like in a couple interviews and been playing a couple cups here and there, and yeah, let's see if he can kind of bring back the Rogue that he used to be. Super abusive, I can win any tournament. I did win any tournament, in fact, and with like very basically both types, the preparational tournaments as well as the marathon tournaments. So he's definitely a very well-rounded player in terms of skill or class, and now he only has to get back to his level again. Let's see how far he's come in the past month, I'd say. I think he's been active for like almost a month now at this point. Probably like mid-April we started, or late April. Now we are in like late May. So yeah. He's gonna catch the Reaper, he's gonna lose a drone though. I guess you're kind of fine as Rogue if you lose a drone for a Reaper this early, because it shuts down a lot of the follow-up scouting, and Cure either needs to commit any air unit or basically it's harassment to scout, or like send a Hellion in or anything. And this opens up the map, so even if you're only on slow links, you do have map control, right? Currently for Rogue. Yeah, on the other side it's gonna be a 3cc opening, Hellions, Marines coming out, Starport on the way, so 1-1-1 with 3cc. Most likely going to be Hellion Banshee, but a little bit odd is there is no Swapperoo happening yet, so it's only single fight Hellions and some more Marine heavy approach here. So this might actually be a dropship, as weird as it sounds. This map is very good for drops, to be honest. But then again, like if you really look at the map layout, there you go, as I called it, it's a dropship. So if you think about it, there's like this huge space where you can land, but there's also basically nothing to hit. You need to walk all the way down here to actually hit the drones. So it's not really, it's open to drop in, but it doesn't really, it's like rather easy to defend as well on such a huge main base, because, well, you get some time to set up if you have the vision of your own main, of course. There we go. He's showing these Hellions 2x2, which is smart. So he's kind of faking and reactor, but oh, I think this might have gotten a glimpse. Maybe this was just out of sight, but yeah. A Medivac definitely, well, at least Cure did see this one, so he assumes he's been seen and he's just gonna drop here and grab this Overlord. But yeah, unfortunate, this drop is not gonna do anything. It's gonna get an Overlord. Marines down here. Come in again. Rogue's been looking good. He's been pushing out his creep pretty far, actually. And his tech is gonna start to come down here with a Baneling Nest. It's only on links for now, and a lair tech on the way as well. Of course, we know Stim is quite far away still, so this is just a vanilla Marine drop. And there we go, Stim is finally on the way here, trying to catch up in those tech regards. Upgrades for your Marines, pick up those fire units, and yeah. Okay, so maybe as Rogue you want to mine out this area and open up the possibility to smash any attack that comes from there. And maybe if you know, hey, he has been taking the base over here, well, it makes sense to open that and just get some more pathways for your attacks. Alright, we've got a Liberator coming in here. Trying to find something. Spore is disgustingly out of position, and if this is not seen, it's at least gonna get one, maybe two. There we go, 2 drones. That's a good Liberator already. If you pull it back at this point. If it just sits and you... Oh, whoa, that was a last second transfuse. The Liberator is not gonna fall here. And go back and trying to cancel this hatchery, not gonna happen though. No stim indeed, so no, and not enough damage here for those Marines. Alien shooting at the hatchery, weirdly enough. There we go. And the medevac also fought. So perfectly defected here. Perfectly defended. And the follow-up scout also happening. He does not yet know about this base, but he saw some SCVs transferring. He saw, hey, this is open. So probably you're gonna have a 3rd base down there. And yeah. Kyo is using this basically as a high ground stage, right? The advantage from this base is this is also a high ground. So you need to walk up a ramp basically to attack it, or this ramp. And you also have this ramp. So you only have to hold like 3 ramps to defend 3 bases, which is really good actually. It's a really solid setup. On the other side though, Rogue Man been growing, looking good. Hydralisk then on the way, 5th base on the way, 4th base is established. And now we'll see how he's gonna deflect these first double drops here. But he already has Bailing Speed, he has enough links. I'm just curious about his upgrades. And maybe we're gonna find some Evo Chambers. There they are, so they're halfway done. And this is basically the trade-off he's been going for. A little bit behind in upgrades here. That's okay. If he doesn't really fight right now, if he doesn't have to, just like threatening a bit. I mean, there's no combat shields yet, so it might be a good idea to actually engage. And yeah, he's just gonna push this off his creep. Get off my lawn. And Q are going for a rather quick 4th CC here. So I think we're at 5 barracks at this time. Let me see if I can find the 5th barracks. There we go. Yeah, it's a 5 barracks setup into 4 CC, so it's not gonna be the also common 8 racks. Rather a little bit all any 8 racks. But it's gonna be a macro play here from Kyo behind this. And I assume we're gonna see a Ghost Academy very soon here to try and kind of strengthen out your... Oh, that could be a big hit. Oh, pretty good splits here from Rogue. Basically bolster your composition against any high-tech Zerg units. Just amazing, right? Ghosts with EMPs and snipes are just completely solid all-round units here. Or Terran in this matchup. And he has a lot of active drops right now. So he had 3 drops. He's gonna group 2 of them together now to only have 2 groups to manage. Because if you have like 3 drops, it can be amazing, but it also can just fall apart in a second. You need to be very careful with those. It's very volatile. It's a little bit push on the creep here, but this is just to try to deny this. Maybe Rogue can get a good surround here and move some of these units. Not really. It's just a normal trade. Not really favoring anyone at this point. But I really like how Kyo is growing as well. So both players are growing really good on the map. But Rogue, it feels like, okay, this is he's maxed, right? But it's kind of time to just set up bases and spread your drones a little bit. To mine out those further ones, set up some engages. He's been working on his creep mostly. And as you can see, there's a lot of active tumors here, and all of them are gonna get shut down here. Those queens, you don't want to lose them at this stage. Full Hydra's going down here. Oh, this could be some huge, actually, yeah, some very nice Widowmine hits, and those Banes, they got caught in translation there, basically. This drone was trying to set up a base. Oh no, it was trying to mine there. There we go. But yeah, Planetary Fortress set up here. We do have the double factory. It's producing Widowmines right now. We're gonna go into 8 barracks now. And this is about the time where we should see something coming down. There we go, the Ghost Academy and the 5th base actually on the way as well. So Kyo's just gonna say, hey, let's play a trading game. I'm gonna go Biomine and Ghost, and you can see how you can deal with my armies. Yeah, Rogue has been rather passive, so he hasn't been really on the attacking front. He has been trying to absorb any Terran forces that come his way, but it didn't really work out that way yet. So Kyo has been very careful and very methodical about his pushing. So Rogue is kind of scrambling to find an opening to find actual value trades. If we look at the resource lost in the top left, it's been a nice slugfest here for Kyo so far. It's been just trading almost double, like, you know, double the resources than Rogue. And there we go, trying to come in here for a big attack on this bottom base, but we're gonna get a huge surround, a huge flank from the left side as well, or from the top, trying to come in. But the forces on the bottom are already diminished now. The top attack comes in a little bit late here, and well, everything was a little bit disjointed here by Rogue. He's gonna get one of those medivacs at least. It was an empty one though. And while this is happening, we have a drop in the main here trying to get the lurker den. Oh, this is a crucial one. He needs to transfuse this one. Come on. You have the queens here. I hope you have the energy. Actually, yeah, we do have enough energy here on this queens. There's a lot of transfuses and a couple things. Those widow mines, they're recharging. So be careful. It seems that Rogue has not found those mines yet. Not aware that those are actually here. This one as well. It's not gonna get a huge shot, but it could be a couple more drones. This mine is just walking in, trying to get some. There we go. Some of those links also just falling. There we go. We don't mind going off here. This one did just shoot at the queen. Lucky for you. Didn't get an extra kill. He needs to clear those. Those could come and really bite him. There we go. He's gonna find this army here pushing down, and there we go. Overseers have been a little bit lackluster so far, I want to say. So the vision or the anti-stealth detection has been not the greatest here. We have also a small attack here on the north side, trying to draw some attention. Doesn't really do too much, but yeah, this south attack, that's the actual one we're trying to focus on, and that Kyo and Rogue are also focusing on. Yeah, those widow mines, oh my god, this could be... No, it's not gonna be a connection, but this could be a huge connection again. He's been setting... Oh, whoa, no, so many traps. Oh no, Rogue. Okay, so he needs to work on those. That's something, the awareness against widow mines, that's something that he needs to fix. And that's definitely a hole in his play currently. And Kyo has been exploiting that fantastically. Been setting up some bases here in the top as well. And yeah, no pressure whatsoever on Kyo. He's been happily transitioning into ghosts now. He's been going up into extra orbitals in his main base. He can go into Liberators next if he wants to. Throw down a couple more starports. Oh, and another huge mine shot. Okay, so it's been the widow mines here. That's the... Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah. Oh. That's absolute pain. Yeah, I don't want to see the resources lost now. I want to see it, but I don't want to see it. At least he's gonna push his back. Maybe. No, actually. Missing the Banes here. Not enough. This is not looking good for Rogue. And again, Widow Mines recharged here. Trying to shoot again. Finally, we've got some Overseers to get rid of those. But yeah, look at that. 11,000 to 19,000 resources lost. Oh my. Ugh. And now we got an attack down here again. This drone is gonna get found. Got down. I don't think we have had one SCV killed yet. This is the first building. I mean, it's not about killing buildings, right? But no SCVs. This is the first attack Rogue has ever done, and it only killed like one sensor turret. Now he needs to defend again. Ghosts are rather good against banelings, even though it doesn't seem that way. Of course, if there are thousands, then they are not good enough. But they kind of like Marauders. They tank a lot of Bane shots, which is really good for Kyo. That might be nice here. A little bit of a medevac donation if he can actually catch those. But he needs to mine out more of those minerals, by the way. This is such a small gap. This is kind of holding him up, actually. Like, he needs to mine these out. Yeah, but it does seem that Rogue is falling apart here a little bit and falling more and more behind in the game. We do have Hive, we do have Lurkers finally coming online here. But remember, the Lurker Den was done a while ago when we saw the drop in the main base with those movements. It was 5 minutes ago or something, I don't know. In a while. And we haven't seen any Lurkers fight actually. So yeah. Finally we have a bigger army of Lurkers. We have a setup over here on the left, and then we have a setup in the southeast side here. And how many overlords have been died? Like what, 4 overseers and 6 overlords, 10 overlords in total, my god. And this again, this small area, he's been trying to push through again. It's gonna work for now, but yeah, there you go, Liberators. Can't do anything against Lurkers with Liberators. Going into tanks now, funnily enough. This might be just a random tank. Or you have Lurkers and I need to transition tank. Honestly, we do already have the Liberator, so this should be not the biggest of issues. And of course also the Ghosts. Maybe Rogue can find this base here actually and kill the planetary, but don't use the Banes on that one because you already have the Lurkers, you're gonna kill it anyways. And yeah, you need your Banes on the left. He sent over so many Banes to the right and he needed those to zone on the left to actually finish his base cost efficiently. Now he's been trading so bad again. Some Lurkers going to attack this planetary, and if this goes unnoticed, no. As I say that, Ghosts are coming over for the clear. And those Lurkers, they're all a little bit low health, so one snipe away from death. We get a scan, boop, 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 and everything's done. In the end, they only damaged the planetary and they killed a turret, like a sensor turret, which is going to be replaced by a missile turret. Yeah, oh god, this is going to be the nuke Ghost. See this one? I'm gonna shoot a nuke now. Bam, there we go. And this is gonna hit. Oh my god, is this gonna hit the army? This is gonna hit, he doesn't see it. I mean, you can see it, but he doesn't know where it is. Oh, let's zoom out a little bit. Oh, he sees it in the last moment, but those drones. Oh my god. Nasty. One got away. Oh, one got away. And another 13 drones down. Yeah, that was a nice nuke. I mean, look at the kill count now. It's 25 kills. Lava is like 10 lava, 13 drones, a queen. That guy did enough. Push over into the right here again, and we have a ton of bases at this point established here for Cure. And it's again only Lingbane Hydra I'm going to try and fight this. The Vipers, they never really joined this fight. They're really far behind. As you can see, they're finally coming over. And we're gonna push back this base here for a second, but it does not feel that... I mean, you can see it at the banks, right? You look at the money. It doesn't seem that Rogue can actually catch a break and really find something that is of value to Cure. He's been kind of trading, kind of deflecting everything, but he's been trading just too bad. There we go, another nuke. He's gonna connect into this base here. This is kind of funny. He really wants to have those, you know, army connects, I guess, but not gonna happen. Maybe you can catch some overlords. Gonna get some lava on one of the overlords, and of course weaken that base. Meanwhile, we have a big engagement onto the top here, which did not work out again for Rogue. So this is just... Rogue is completely fallen apart at this point, but honestly, I mean, well, GG. There we go. Liquid Cure takes the W in game number 1. And yeah, okay, so I don't know, man. Rogue was playing okay, but to be honest, if you want to be back to be one of the biggest on the forecourt again, you need to do better. And he definitely showed some areas where he needs to improve. Against Widow Mines, for example, his transition pace, counter attacks, like setting up run-bys. I mean, Amphion kind of... Q made the map small. He really played that map well, I think. Like, where he set up his bases and such was really good, I think. And how his expansion pattern worked and stuff. So Rogue never really opened up that pathway, that whole way. So, like, until just the very end. So he never pressured the third. imagine you have you're a Terran and you have a free third. You have like a free first base, of course, second base, and third base. Everything is mining. You don't have the orbital in your main base. You have it actually on location, and nothing has come your way. It's a dream, right? You can just explode from there, and that's what happened. And Rogue never really kind of managed to get a dent in there. He never had anything on the offensive. Nothing. Like no Nidus, no drops. Drops are better now. No mutas, nothing, no swarm hosts, really nothing. So yeah, I think that was definitely one of those bigger mistakes. Yeah, those are like kind of areas he needs to work on. Everything else, like macro, looked really good. The transitions were there. It was just a little bit slow at times. For example, going into the lurkers it wasn't a good timing, and he saved that one, but he didn't make enough lurks or had them in position. So a little bit like army movement, I guess. But stuff like that should come back within weeks and weeks of playing, right? If you just keep on playing and playing, then yeah, it should come back rather easily. Alright, let's hop into the next game. There we go. In the bottom left of Crimson Court we have Liquid Cure, and in the top right we do have Rogue, the army veteran. Pretty sure Cure has yet still to fulfill his army service, military service. There's one advantage for Rogue there. It's not going to help him in this best of 3, I think. But in the further career, maybe. But yeah, Rogue hasn't been really too sharp in the last game, I want to say. So, we're a little bit... kind of a little bit disappointed, because it is Rogue, of course, right? And one of those people who you need to kind of include into the GOAT discussions, which feels so weird because he has been away for such a long time and he has been never really like like a dominating force over a period, but he actually has like basically wins in every of those big tournaments all around the globe in every kind of style. But he has been like a very weird, strange character in a way. That he kind of, whenever he won a tournament, it just looked so one-sided that he made it look boring. A little bit like Cyril. And then in the next tournament he just goes out in a round of 32 in the first round. And then like he has one more bad, like mediocre to bad tournament result, and then he wins again. It's like really weird with him. So to say, yeah, if we're comparing them a little bit with Cure, it would be rather the same, but a little bit less dips, I guess, right? In your performance. And yeah, Rogue has never been the most solid top performer there, but when he performs, he actually does really, really hard. I mean, if we remember his games against Maru back in the day as well, in the round of 4, for example, at IEM Katowice, where he completely demolished everyone's dreams and everything, and Maru as well. Well, it was a 4-0, I think. Was it best of 7? Maybe a 3-0? I can't remember actually, but he completely smacked Maru down. It wasn't even close. Like, I think it was 3 games in Nidus or something. Totally dumb stuff actually, but he's such an abusive player. Okay. So there we go, the Reaper's doing the dance, and Artosis loves this one, I know. Shout out to Dan. By the way, follow the channel if you haven't. Down here, YouTube stuff. Artosis Cast 2, MapuTV Gaming, everything's casting and gaming and play and fun. We're gonna see a 1-on-1 with the 3cc setup again here, and this time it's gonna be Swiftaru, so we do have double Hellion production, maybe Hellion Banshee. We're gonna see in a little bit. But yeah, the Medivac didn't really do anything in the last game, if you remember. So, I don't mind him switching this up. Speed here on the way for Rogue is gonna expand into the triangular formation for now, and it seems like he wants to open the path here into the bottom to expand down there as well. Reaper's just gonna see if he can find anything, scout a little bit around the hut, and we're gonna see, well, a Viking. So this is a setup for Banshee And we have seen Vikings first. This is a very defensive setup where you say like, okay, I don't think I need 2 Banshees because I don't think you're gonna roach push me. But I'm gonna have the Banshees afterwards. So he's gonna get Cloak. And I want to do damage with those Banshees. It's gonna be a little bit off timing or later timed Banshees with Cloak. And with less map vision for the Zerg because the Vikings gonna push away the Overlords, of course. Still waiting on the tech here for Rogue. Should be anything coming down here rather soon as he's accumulating 100 gas. So it could be double Evos going down, it could be a lair, it could be a Baneling nest, whatever he wants. But he has the money now, so why is he waiting? There we go. Is it gonna be the Baneling nest first? I guess it's gonna be the lair afterwards, as we don't see any Evo chambers yet. There we go. It's gonna be a lair. Yeah, curious what he brings to the table, what he's gonna play this time. Mining out both sides, it's interesting. So he opens up those pathways in case of any attacks also, so he can basically swoop in there and just crush those attacks. I'm gonna go up to 4 gases, pardon me. Let's have a look at Cure's base here. We still do have some Banshees producing. I'm pretty sure we did let Cloak finish here on Cure's side. We're gonna check if we find a Banshee, but it seems like it's gonna be only 1 for now. We do have a lot of Hellions actually. It's a little bit more than you usually see. The normal 6. And yeah, I'm pretty sure the Banshee was just scouted because I had it shoot. And Rogue knows what's up. There we go. Gonna go in now. Of course, there's the Banshee already hammering away at those drones. So this one came in as a little bit of a surprise. One was back at home. And those Hellions have been doing a great job trading with those links. Banshee coming in again. 7 kills already. We're gonna get to find another one and another one maybe here. And gonna get out. Oh, we're gonna see. Go is gonna hide in the trees for now in the Forest of Whispers, where small children do get lost and witches do their craft. Viking did get 2 kills, which is nice. Third base is gonna be up and running here. Gonna transition now into something else, and this is Mech. Okay, so Cure is kind of saying, hey Rogue, how's your current standard game against Mech? What do you do to deal with this? He's gonna see this, luckily for him. He's gonna see, hey, oh, you're making cyclones, my man. Maybe he can actually, yeah, he's gonna find out these extra factories, which have been thrown down. So this is not like a weird, Gumiho did these sometimes, where he's gonna make like 3 factories to produce mass cyclones. And then he's gonna use those for extra tanks. And gonna go into super heavy tank marine. Banshee's coming in again here, finding an extractor actually. It's a weird find. Gonna finish that one off. Go back down here, gonna find a couple more drones, maybe one more here, mining out those gold minerals. The Hellion and Cyclone are moving into the right position here, and this is a naked base. Yeah, Hellbats can kill buildings, unlike Hellions. It did have some Banes here connecting, and oh, this is a good setup. This Hellbat, man, it's gonna be invincible. Oh my god. Finally, he's gonna get surrounded and targeted down, but as you can see, those reinforcements barely enough to actually push through here, and we did indeed lose a couple Banshees here. I think 1 at least. Go down to this Queen. He's gonna fall back for now. Rogue is double expanding now, so this is his 4th, this is his 5th on the way, but I can say the same here for Q. 4th base on location, 5th on the way, so Q is out expanding a little bit. At least keeping the same level here. Very interesting stuff. Of course, double upgrades are on the way. We have a ton of factories at home producing tanks, Hellions, and tanks and Hellions. But this composition is gonna be a little bit light on his anti-air. And we're gonna see what Rogue wants to do against this. Well, so far, for now, we're gonna go into Roaches, it seems. Roach, Ling, Bane. And we do have a Nidus, okay. I don't hate it, but we need to get extra upgrades here. Maybe even go into both damage upgrades at this point if you want to keep playing this composition. I think this is actually nice here. Maybe you can deny the CC completely, actually. He has enough links here. He should be able to do this. If he actually stays on the target. There we go. Maybe this is too little links now. He's been sacrificing a lot against those Hellions. But yeah, he's gonna still get the cancel here. Gonna lose everything though. It's still a good cancel. This was like a 70% done CC. And it's gonna be completely reset. Maybe even another cancel. We're gonna see. Banelings, what are they gonna find? Nothing of importance, it seems. Not even this SCV. Depot might burn down. Okay, so are we gonna see Swarm Host? Yeah. There they are. So he decides to play Swarm Host against this mech composition. Okay, so that's interesting. Yeah, I haven't really seen that too much. But I guess we're just gonna wait and find out how this is gonna operate. Oh my god, this is a perfect scan. He sees those Swarm Hosts before they launch the first attack, so he can just prepare for a repair here on this base, and maybe even get some units in position. Hellions are not bad actually against those Locusts. The Locusts almost finding this base, but in the end they don't. So only 2 SCVs and a damaged command center. That's not really worth it. 4 Banelings rolling in as everything unsieges here. Enough units in place though. Just gonna shut that one down, and more and more. Oh, that was a trap basically. This is gonna be another trap. He needs to kill this tech lab anyway. This Banshee has been alive for a long time. 16 kills, 17 now. And Rogue, can you defend this push? So this is the difficulty. You have all of your Swarmers here, and you're gonna actually attack with those. And now how you're gonna defend? I don't see any spellcasters. I don't see any fungal. I don't see anything to whittle this down. There's gonna be a Banes rolling in. Okay, now you get all of the meal shield because Kyo was not splitting anything. And he didn't really have the tank set up. And how do you deal with the rest? This did just lift, so yeah, the counterattack really didn't do too much. How do you kill those tanks then now? You're gonna wait for the cooldown again? That's... yeah, you're gonna lose 1 base. You didn't kill the other base on the other side, so... I don't like it for now. How he's trying to defend this thing. Finally, we're gonna get the relocus here in just a sec. Oh my god, this takes so much time. He's losing so much. He did lose the Nidus actually as well. So all of his Swarmos mobility is gone, and oh, the reinforcements completely intercepted those locals down here, and GG Rogue was kind of microing that situation as well. I think that was a bad call. Going offensively with your Swarm Host when the army is at your doorstep, you engage with everything. Excuse me. I don't know what's up. So you engage with everything, and then you go in and try to go for the counter damage. You can only like... there's a couple links to counter attack as well. You have the Nidus. You can rally anything you want through that. So yeah, defending that main push definitely was the priority. Not identified there by Rogue correctly. And it's gonna lose the series for this one.